Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. So today's been an interesting day as far as rumors, speculation go in the world of Xbox. So earlier today we had the Microsoft Game Pass tease of Doom Eternal coming over to Game Pass. Then we also had some more Bethesda news, things like that. Seems things are picking up in the world of Xbox ever since the pre-order and everything is going Xbox, Xbox, Xbox. But today, there's been a lot of rumbling about a partnership or even a acquisition of Sega by Xbox. And this is mostly coming back up because of Bethesda and ZeniMax being bought and acquired by Microsoft. So it seems like almost every year there's rumblings that Microsoft is going to be buying Sega. This comes up almost once a year. So now it's that time of the year again. And I was looking at some interesting stuff. There's been hints towards something happening between Sega or Xbox and that it would be coming actually rather soon. What is it? I don't know. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at some of this stuff. So I'm going to look at this Reddit thread. Take all this with a grain of salt. Again, Reddit is a cesspool of scum and villainy where anything could be real or anything could be fake. It's all speculation. It's all fun. That's why I like to talk about this type of stuff. But here we go. So it says hints towards Xbox Sega partnership, potentially the rumored acquisition. So here are links to everything that has happened recently that is making people think that this might be a real possibility. Now I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to agree with my buddy RGT85, who said Sammy has absolutely no reason to sell Sega right now. But I will say, and I will play devil's advocate, for the right price, you never know. George Lucas sold Star Wars, right? So here's the first one. Microsoft employee wearing Sonic shirt during some kind of Xbox presentation. All right, so this is actually interesting because Sonic is not a Microsoft property. It's a Sega property. So you would think if you're wearing a another company's IP in the middle of your own presentation, that's kind of interesting. That'd be like Miyamoto wearing a Halo shirt, essentially, if I could think of another comparison. So, Xbox presentation, somebody wearing a Sonic the Hedgehog shirt. That actually is kind of interesting on that regard. But going back to the next thing, a new Xbox controller color. So there's a new controller color coming out. And if you see this, I mean, this is digging a little deep. Using the hex color code for right here. I mean, initial thoughts, initial impressions, that is Sonic the Hedgehog color, and it is the same. So, that's Sega Blue, all right? Now, that one might be a little bit of a reach if we're going to be looking at that. I do think this is a pretty slick controller, though. I might definitely have to pick up one of those. Now, let's take a look at the next one. This is a Sega Twitter tweeting the following picture. Green lines interpreted by Xbox One user. And it has translated text. It says, when I went to the product sales staff to take a peek, there was a sample on the desk, so I took a close-up shot. Product sales manager, oh no, I can't put it out yet. Not yet. Sega TGS 2020, TGS 2020 picture, yada yada. So let's go ahead. We'll open this up. And this one is also a reach of some sort. It has Sega TGS on the bottom. This person has their arms in an X. There's a box. But I'm going to go ahead and debunk this one. I've seen this one going around. Okay, I get it. X and box. But you can clearly see this person has the Game Boy Mini, the Game Gear Minis, the boxes to them, Game Gear Mini stuff, a poster, Sega related stuff that I think pertains to the Game Gear Mini being unveiled. I don't think this one necessarily has anything to do with Xbox, although her crossing her arms like this and being posed, it could be a neat little teaser hint. I mean, who knows, honestly, in regards to this situation. I think that one's a bit of a stretch. Then we have Sega Xbox Series X Edition. Can't source this. Could be fake. So this was a image that popped up. And this is actually stemming off of a rumor that was a couple months ago. I want to say about 3 months ago. People were saying in Japan, Microsoft is going to rebrand the Series X as the Sega Series X because Sega carry some traction in Japan, that Xbox really doesn't carry that much traction. We've had Xbox struggling in Japan throughout the years. So I don't know. This could easily be a fake. I mean, looking at the console, I don't think they would put the Sega logo up there in that kind of font style and stuff like that. But that, again, there's no absolute proof on that one. And then this one right here is another huge stretch. Actually, that was the one that I already opened. Let's go back. Right here. Here's the stretch. I'm so sorry. I didn't have these in order. Clean and simple, still iconic. The Xbox wireless controller in shock blue is a stunner, optimized for next-gen gameplay. Of course, it's, I mean, blue and white, which is essentially like Sonic's head and eyeballs with the black. I don't know. This one's a little bit of a stretch, but you can still see SONIC. So they're basically made Sonic out of the words. Now, there was rumors recently also that there was something else right here. And we're going to take a look at this. This was actually tweeted not too long ago. August 14th. It's Sonic with 2 green drinks. People are speculating that this was a little hint or something funny towards Microsoft or Xbox because green, of course. Again, that's a little bit of a stretch in my opinion. And then, of course, at Tokyo Game Show, they're saying there's supposed to be no acquisition news. But I'm going to say this. If there really is Sega TGS 2020 hashtags being thrown out there and given publicly on social media and stuff, there's still a chance that even though they might not be acquiring Sega, they could be doing a big Game Pass announcement with Sega. Like a partnership to have Sega games available on Game Pass day one or something like that. So I'm not going to leave it out of the realm. Would Sega be acquired by Microsoft? It seems that they're wanting to throw money out there to get studios and stuff. And if they got this, that would be humongous in regards to Microsoft making some big power moves. It would definitely steer the ship towards their standing in this next console generation. I hope, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but I hope if this does happen, they do the way of that they're doing with Bethesda, where it's still its own division, and that games could be on PS5, PS4, and Switch and stuff, and they let certain properties stay on Nintendo and Sony stuff. But at the same time, they would make their own Game Pass content, because they want content. They've already came out, say they want content. Get that content on there, license the properties out. Once in a while, have your own Xbox exclusive game. But if they got Sega, I think the world would flip upside down. I don't think that rebranding in Japan to Sega Series X is real. But I just thought all this stuff was funny and interesting enough to talk about, because a lot of people were speculating on this big time today. But anyways, guys, I just want to share my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment down below. Do you think this is possible? Do you believe this is happening? Do you think this is all just Jesus toast? Let me hear your thoughts. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click that bell notification. We just hit 66,000 subscribers. I appreciate all the support. You guys rock.